If you're a client of ours or of any financial advisor, we or they will or should get in touch each year to arrange a review meeting. If you pay an annual fee, well, that's what you're paying for. Whether that's with us, and still the majority of firms, a percentage of whatever your investments are worth, usually collected from your investments, or a fee of some kind which you pay direct to the advisor. So what does this review process involve, and why do we do it? Well, we do it because the agreement we have with you says we will, and if you're paying for it and not getting it, well, you should. And so says our regulator. You may have seen or heard those recent ads encouraging you to complain about St James's Place if you haven't heard from them at least every year. Expecting the worst, the FCA, the Financial Conduct Authority, did, when they surveyed, actually find that 96% across the wider board do in fact hear from their advisor in a timely manner. So, what should happen when we do get in touch? What we should do, well, according to the regulations, is to confirm your investments remain suitable, check their alignment with your goals, ensure all fees are clearly disclosed, and that all of this is clearly recorded by us and reported to you. Sounds fun? Well, sounds straightforward, and it should be. So here's what we do, what's involved as far as we're concerned in the process. Well, we make a date to see you, either face-to-face or on Zoom, as near as possible to a year since we last saw you, or sooner or later if you've asked us to. At our end, the preparation involves getting valuations of your investments, confirming the amount of cover you have if you have life insurance or other insurances which we've arranged or which are on our radar. We'll check to see how much has got in and out of your investments. If you're taking an income from your funds, as of course many are in retirement or for other reasons, we look to make sure it's sustainable so we can tell you how long your pot will last. And we need to make sure we tell you how much you're paying us and everyone else, the fund managers, the admin platform and so on, and show the charges and fees as clearly as possible. We always try to show how much you're paying us on an annual basis as a monthly amount, just so you know. We'll get details of the funds you're in and how they're performing, check back on our notes to see what we talked to you about last time, what level of risk we agreed or recommended, check our emails to make sure we know if anything else has happened. Then we set off to see you, or tune in on Zoom or whatever. Now, it may well be there are things we need to change. The fund or portfolio we recommended might not be doing as well as it should. The company we recommended may have changed or been sold or gone downhill, and because we're independent, we should make changes if there are changes to be made. Of course, things may have changed for you financially, in life, in your job, in your health, with the family. That may be a surprise for us, in which case there'll be some work to do and we may have to come back again. The conversation we have needs, at the very least, to confirm what's changed, if anything, and if you're happy with the level of risk of your investments. And some companies actually don't do much more than that. They stay within the rules. Some even ask the questions online and then produce a hefty report telling you, once again, everything you didn't want to know about what you've got and why you've got it. We do try to do things a little differently and make it all rather more personal. We'll check if you have enough in the bank, what your income is, whether that's enough or too much. If your will is up to date, what's going on in your life, what the plans are. Because for me, and I think I can say for us, that's what actually makes the job interesting and more often than not, a joy. I hope it means we let you know that we care. Afterwards, we send an email to confirm everything, but just with a few bullet points that hopefully you'll read and respond to, not a giant report that will go straight into the drawer or bin. Sometimes, as I said, there's other stuff to do, other money to invest or changes to make. More often than not, though, there isn't. And that really doesn't matter, because our job is to try to leave you feeling better about your money and your life, to show that we care, to be a friend, to trust and be trusted, That's all set out in our newly revitalised Philip James Independent Financial Advice Corporate Values. A lot to live up to, but I think it's true, and I hope you do too.